What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the JDW SportsTalkShow, where every fan's welcome. In today's episode, we're gonna be going through the Carolina Panthers 2021 schedule, giving my overall thoughts and who I think they're gonna beat, who I think they're gonna lose, and just letting you know how I think they're gonna do this season. So let me know if you agree or disagree with any of these, and let me know what you think the Carolina Panthers record is going to be. So, real quick before I get into predicting this Panthers team, I just want to say that I am not a big fan of Sam Darnold whatsoever. I mean, I know he's coming from a bad system. I know he's, you know, gonna have a better supporting cast, but I'm still not a big fan. And until I see, um, of him being a franchise guy, of him, leading a team, I I can't get on board. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. So let's get right into this. So week one at home, Sam Darnold is playing his old team. It's gonna be fun to see how he responds to playing his old team. I think that this New York Jets team with Zach Wilson is gonna look better already. With the Robert Saleh, with the new system, Michael Carter. And I think that the Jets are gonna take it week one over the Carolina Panthers. Um, yeah, the Panthers have some good weapons. You know what? No, no, no. I'm changing my mind. I'm going with the Panthers. I like the Panthers' weapons. Um, I think that they can throw on them. I think that I think that Sam Darnold is going to have a decent day against the Panthers. Against the Jets. I'm a mess in the beginning of this video, but um, I think that this Panthers team is going to beat the New York Jets week one. Maybe Sam Darnold has a fire lit under his butt. As are some. Maybe CMC goes off. I just think that the Panthers are such a hard team to predict. But I'm gonna take them week one over the New York Jets. Week two at home versus the New Orleans Saints. I'm gonna give the win to the New Orleans Saints, even though it's at home in Carolina. I think that the Saints team. I think Jameis is a little better. I think that defense. I do think Carolina's defense is a little better, but I think that having a little better of an offense is gonna be a difference. Week three at the Houston Texans. This is a game that they could lose. I hate to say it, but Texans are a bad team, man. Texans are a bad team, and if they lose to the Texans, then I don't think Sam. I know you can't put things on one game, but if they lose to the Texans, man, Sam Darnold better at least have a decent game. Sam Darnold better show something in this game, and if he shows he can beat the Texans and he has a pretty dark game, go for it, Sam. Week four, but I don't know, man. This is such a hard team to predict just because of Sam Darnold. I'm gonna take Carolina. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt with the weapons and the playmakers on defense and such. Week four at the Dallas Cowboys. I'm taking Dallas. Dallas has a really good offense. I think they're gonna be able to outscore Panthers. Panthers defense on the other side. I mean, Dallas defense on the other side is not the greatest, but the Panthers defense is a little better, so maybe that could be the difference. But I think that this Dallas team is gonna be able to outscore that Panthers team. Week five at home versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm gonna take the Eagles in this one as well. Um, the Eagles pass rush is their strength. It's a nasty pass rush, and it's one of the best in the league. And that's gonna give this Panthers O line problems. Sam Darnold didn't go to a better O line. I could tell you that, and that might be something that plays a big factor. Sam Darnold might be a guy where you really need to have a really good supporting cast around him, like maybe a really good offensive line, maybe the Packers supporting cast, and Aaron Jones, really good offensive line, really good receiver. That honestly might be what Sam Darnold needs. You know, not a big. I'm I, I'm just not a big fan of Sam. I love to see him prove me wrong. I love when players prove me wrong, but I don't think he's going to. But I have the Eagles taking it in week five because of their pass rush. I think that's going to give Sam Darnold issues. I think they're going to struggle to run it. Panthers defense might be able to get a few interceptions on Jalen Hurts, but I think Philly's going to score enough, and I think Philly's going to beat Panthers. Week six at home versus the Minnesota Vikings. I'm taking the Vikings. I think the Vikings are a similar team to the Cowboys. Really good offense, but I think the defense is a little better. But I also think that the Vikings can run a little better. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Kirk Cousins, and now they have Christian Darrisaw, and then they have Irv Smith. Hopefully he breaks out. Started to break out last year. Of course, Dalvin Cook, but man, I really like this Minnesota team over this Carolina Panthers, so I'm going to take Minnesota. Week 7 at the New York Giants. Now, this could be a game where, if Daniel Jones is, an average quarterback this year, the Giants are going to be a pretty darn good team. But if he has been what he has been, this Giants team is not going to be very good. Because I don't think their receivers were the problem last year. Is getting the ball to the receivers. But this game could go back and forth as well. Two very similar teams. I do think the Giants have a better defense, but both really talented running backs, both quarterbacks with a lot to prove, both offense lines that are both teams are really good weapons. I mean, tight ends are, you know, maybe tight ends the difference. I think the Giants defense may be the difference. Two really similar teams if you ask me. I'm gonna take the Giants. I'm gonna take the Giants. I think the Giants are a better team. Week 8 at the Atlanta Falcons. This is gonna be a really fun game as well. But I'm gonna take Atlanta. I think that offense is gonna outscore Carolina. I think Matt Ryan, Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley, Hayden Hurst. I think that the Atlanta offense is gonna score a lot of points and beat the Carolina Panthers. Week 9 at home versus the New England Patriots. Another game that's gonna be tough for Sam Darnold. Where he sees ghosts. He's gonna see ghosts again, baby. And I'm gonna give New England the win over Carolina. I think that New England defense is gonna be able to hold that offense in check, whether it's a run game or the pass game. And I think they're gonna be able to score enough to beat the Panthers in offense. Week 10 at the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Arizona Cardinals, and I could see this being a game where the Panthers upset the Cardinals, because maybe Sam has a big game. Maybe that offensive line starts playing really well. Maybe he's getting into rhythm with his weapons. Maybe he's getting into rhythm in the scheme. I could see it being an upset, but I'm not giving them the upset here. I'm going to take Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury over Carolina Panthers. I'm not a big fan of the Cardinals defense. It's average. The offense is average as well. I'm not a big fan of the system. But I think they're better than the Panthers. I think they're going to beat the Panthers. Week 12 at home versus the Washington football team. I'm going to take the Washington football team in that defensive front to, really get to Sam Darnold, and I think that offense is going to score just enough from the Panthers defense to win it. Week 12 at the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins. I think the Dolphins defense is really going to give Sam Darnold troubles. He's going to be seeing ghosts again. Week 13 is a bye week. Week 14, they're at home versus Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna give the Falcons the win here again. I think the Falcons are gonna sweep them. I think the Panthers are gonna have big difficulties winning one game within this division. But I could definitely see them splitting with Falcons or maybe even the Saints. I don't see them beating Tampa Bay. Um, so I have the Falcons in this game. Week 15 at the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, Buffalo Bills really good offense. The defense is decent. I think it's gonna be better than it was last year. Even offense line season. I don't know if they're gonna be able to run it, but I'm gonna take the Bills. Week 16, I'm gonna take Tampa Bay, even though Carolina's at home. I really like that Tampa Bay team, the reigning Super Bowl contenders, champs. Week 17 at the New Orleans Saints. I'm gonna give Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers a win here versus the New Orleans Saints. Week 18 at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm having the Buccaneers sweep the Panthers. Yeah, I don't have a great season for the Panthers upcoming. I have them beating the Jets, beating Houston. Um, kind of it. That's kind of it. Beating New Orleans once. Maybe they split with Atlanta. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this Panthers team, man. So I thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know what you guys agree with or or disagree with. I really do like this team. I really do like some parts of this team. Sam Darnold is what's holding me back right now, and that offensive line, big time. The defense too in some spots. I do like the defensive line. I do like the defense line is solid. Um, Cornerbacks are. I do like J.C. Horn, Jeremy Chin. I think this Panthers team is going to be okay. Maybe. So I appreciate you guys tuning into the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan's welcome. And if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. So as always, I will catch you guys next time.